How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I got a couple special guests on this trip with me. I got Meerkat from Meerkat Hiking and Frozen himself from Outdoor Adventures over there, doing a little 3-day, 2-nighter here at Oil Creek in Pennsylvania. We had a big whopping quarter mile of a walk to our shelter here on the first night. But we're gonna bang out about 12 miles tomorrow and do a few miles on Sunday. And it should be a good trip. It's gonna be a cold one. Lows around 16, but if you can see, we got a fire going already here in our shelter, and gonna try to keep warm. Should be a fun one. Frozen's already asleep already. He can't hang. You hear him snoring over there. But yeah, we're enjoying the shelter here, getting ready to go to bed. We already ate and everything. We already ate and everything. Hopefully we can keep this fire going all night, keep us warm, and we're gonna bust out some miles tomorrow. See how it goes. Good morning, everybody. What a wonderful night of sleep. Stayed between probably 30 and 40 degrees in the shelter here with the fire going all night. It almost went out once, but Meerkat was on it. Spent a little bit of time, got it going in the middle of the night. Slept pretty good other than listening to a hammock camper tossing and turning all night long trying to get comfortable in the shelter on a sleeping pad. But other than that, it was a pretty good night. But we're gonna make some food here and get going here probably within an hour.
We could save some money.
Already made a trip up to the truck today to get my boots. I started off in trail runners, but we got a good bit of snow overnight, and just don't really want to have cold, wet feet all day today. These are insulated and waterproof, so not going to be cold at all. Really pretty out here this morning, though. It's going to be a good hike today.
Oh man, my feetsies.
It's a bit chilly.
I know. Is there a cutoff in between like we did in class?
I forget where it is. I don't know if it's
that way.
Wolf Kill. Yeah. AKA Wolf Kill.
Wolf Keel. Starting off here from the shelter, going downhill. It's a little bit slippery here. Definitely a lot more snow already than I thought we were going to have on this trip. But that's all right. It's going to be a cool looking video. It's really, really pretty out here. Don't get to do a whole lot of winter hikes, so really excited to do this.
Snowing, like it went up, like the wind went up, and then it came raining down in my hammock when we were at that shelter a couple years back. Me and Gary, I was like, dude, I can't last here.
Man, it is coming down now.
Good cat.
How long is it?
Long. It's straight up, dude.
I'm big on flat. I'm not gonna flat.
Really cool view here of the Oil Creek. Super, super steep downhill here. We went all the way up to the top. See that overlook? Heading back down now. And these guys have trekking poles. I didn't bring mine on this trip. Just planning on carrying the camera the whole time because I really, really wanted to get some cool winter shots here. But it's a little slick going down these hills. I'm kind of happy I put my snow boots on though. Get a little bit more traction. So we're probably about 3 or 4 miles in-ish, just past another little overlook that looks surprisingly similar to the last overlook we were just at. So the contents in my pack here, everybody's always commenting, wanting to know what my weights are for my base weight and what I carry. And I'm really bad at putting up actual numbers and weighing stuff up and putting it on my videos. So I'm actually going to make a pre-hike video of all the stuff in my pack that I filmed before I left. I'm going to put that video out before this one. So if you're interested in what I'm carrying for this trip, make sure you go check out that video. I'll link it at the end and probably down in the description if I remember.
Meerkat, where are we going? Where are we going?
I'm following the other places, bro.
There's 6 miles to Cow Run from the park office. So if we're, what, you said 3 maybe in now at this point? So we have another hour, maybe hour and a half of hiking. And then we gotta look for a turn down. Maybe.
This thing is worthless.
We should have picked up a map at the park office. Test. I'm not really worried about the mileage. I'm kind of resting my knee injury that happened on the last trip. But I do want to.
So we're walking down a road here. We're going to take a little bit of a shortcut because it was probably going to be getting pretty dark by the time we got to our our shelter, and we just want to have a little bit more time to get a bunch of wood and get a good fire going for tonight. And if you guys want to see the actual route that we're doing, you're gonna have to check out one of their videos because you're not gonna get it here. Meerkat Hiking, Outdoor Adventures. Make sure after you're done watching this, you go check out their videos because they're both filming this trip as well.
There's been so many times for injury.
A little bit of history there. We think we're headed up that way. Cutting about 5 miles off of our trip here, so it's not gonna be not a ton of miles here. I'm not gonna say the number. But that's alright. I mean, it gets dark so quick. We don't feel like getting into camp at night, and the snow just kind of takes it out of you. At least for me, not having poles going up hills, my feet are slipping like crazy, even in like boots with good traction. Passing Oil Creek here. Went over this big bridge. Very, very cold this trip. I'm about this close to putting my mask on. My nose, is my nose red? It feels red. Pretty chilly out. Probably 20, low 20s, with a lot of wind too. Not like Dolly Sod's wind, but wind nonetheless. We're back at the bridge. We just walked down there about a quarter mile to a half mile the wrong way. We need to go up this way here. We got about 3 miles to go till we get to the shelter, and it's really, really cold. I feel like it's getting colder. The wind's picking up. My bets is that it's under 20 right now. A weird temperature where you're like freezing when you stop, but when you're moving you kind of sweat, so it's kind of hard to dress for, be prepared for it. Still beautiful out here, having a good time. Still going up here. It's cold. Face is getting red. Should have brought poles on this trip, but the video is gonna be sweet, so you're welcome. Really pretty here, going through a little pine forest here, changing the vegetation up a little bit. It's definitely blocking some wind being in these pines too, which is pretty nice.
I don't know how Bryce is doing this.
Yeah. With the record button on, obviously. Oh shit, about got it.
Oh, don't go.
Oh no.
I'm getting out of here.
Well, we've made it to, you can see up there, shelter number 4. Really a nice site up here. We're really up high, which will be kind of interesting because we're pretty exposed up here. It's going to get pretty windy tonight, I think. And it's supposed to be colder than last night, but I have ways of keeping more warm, and we're going to get this fire going like real soon here, so we should have like a huge bed of coals by the time we're ready to go to bed. It would figure that we're the furthest shelter away from the wood. Who planned this trip? There was a ton of wood at last night's shelter area with an axe too, but it's all chopped really nice. Got a log splitter here too. Yeah, there's an axe and a bunch of firewood. Seems that the wood isn't seasoned very good, or at least what we grabbed.
Haul it in. I gotta get it dried out.
Alright, we got our wood pile here for this evening. That might not even last us all night. We also got a little pile over here trying to make frozen a little windbreak like mine.
Put your feet up a second. Oh, see what you did.
Alright, well it is 5 o'clock. We're finally getting some feeling back in our toes. Probably going to be about the last little bit of light here on the video. I think we got enough wood to last us all night, hopefully. And yeah, we've pretty much just been eating lunch and then dinner. We didn't eat much while we were hiking at all today, so just pounding out the rest of our food. And yeah, getting all bundled up here, ready to go to bed. And it's only like 8 o'clock, but it's like really warm in the shelter. A lot warmer than we had it last night. So it's been a good night with these guys here, just hanging out, having a good time. And yeah, we're just listening to the Pens game. I guess that's a sports team.
Wow, really?
Really, you're gonna go there? No, yeah, we're listening to some hockey, which is foreign to my territory in Ohio, but that's all right. Just having a good time here. We're gonna hit the sack here in a little bit and hopefully stay nice and cozy all night. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Getting everything all packed up here, ready to go. Had a really nice warm evening in the shelter here. At some points it was a little too warm, but not complaining about that at all. Just doing some cold breakfast today. Not cooking anything. We're gonna get on the trail really super early, and we only have about 4 or 5 miles to hike today, so
There's uphills and then a big downhill. And then a walk around. We'll probably have to get our feet wet somewhere. Where?
And we are back on the trail. Beautiful sunrise behind me here. Love hiking in the mornings for that reason. It's very cold. We're thinking about 14 degrees out right now. Our shelter was probably 50s. If you were in the front half of the shelter though, it was definitely like 70. So it was very comfortable. Slept really good. Yeah, no complaints. It's been a really good trip so far. Womp. So I had my watch hanging on my water bottle holder here, and I thought I had it clipped on, but I guess I didn't, and it's gone now. I just ran all the way back to the shelter, which I don't know how far it was, less than a mile probably, but retraced all my steps and can't find it, but kind of sucks. But I've had the thing for like 2 or 3 years, so I've got my $100 out of it, and I guess I'll just buy a better one now. I'm down to just 1 layer right now. Got pretty heated up on that run. If you're not experienced, in the cold weather, you cannot sweat. As soon as I started running, I started shedding layers, but it was a little too late. My fleece was already kind of wet, so definitely not putting that back on. I'm just kind of walking here, starting to dry out finally, and my core's still warm from that little run. So, but definitely don't want to keep throwing on the layers if you're sweating. I actually had a scary moment when I used to work outside. I was running around like an idiot in the really cold weather. Had too many layers on and I was sweating. And then once I stopped moving, I got really cold, really shaky. Probably in like one of the first stages of hypothermia. Luckily I could go in a building there and warm up, but it's a little scary, so definitely don't want to overexert yourself in the cold.
Got your feet wet?
Jason, go into the light.
Huh?
Go into the light.
Well, we got less than a mile-ish, maybe a mile to go. We're taking this road back to the parking lot, and then we'll be done.
Make sure you check out Jason's video where I just fell.
Yeah, we just caught an epic, or Jason caught an epic fall on his camera, so so you gotta go watch that.
This road is ice.
Very icy. Hope you got good tires. Can't zoom.
He was just sitting there on that rock, and then he dove under when I saw him. There, see him? Slow down, Beaver.
Passing the field here that we came in by. See the parking lot up here, which means we're about done. That was pretty rough. That was a good straight mile uphill, pretty steep. I wouldn't want to drive a car up or down that in the winter. Really, really icy. There's the Meerkat mobile. Well guys, that will be the end of this video. Really good trip with minor casualties. I lost my watch, frozen. His spoon got up and walked out of the shelter. But really fun trip with these guys. Really good to just hang out with them, get to know them a little better. Good dudes, good trip, good winter day. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Make sure you go check out their videos. They're filming this trip too. Subscribe to their channels, and we'll see you on the next one.